2 years ago, when I was reading the autobiography of a yogi from Yoga Anand, I happened to see a video with a guy whose name was Anand Malhotra, and I had a very, very strong feeling when I heard him, and I felt I was on a journey to growing and to learn, and I felt like I want this guy to be my master. That was in sometime around February 2020, so there was no point to come in to India at that time, and I didn't even know if there was a retreat or so. And later on last year, I decided I would come and meet the guy here in Rishikesh, and it was not possible for me to come. So eventually I postponed it to February. And in February of this year, at the very, very same time I wanted to come to Rishikesh, there happened to be a retreat on wisdom, Himalayan wisdom. I'm coming from France. I live in Nice, south of France. My name is Laurent Tatford, and that's my second time in India, and this has been the most amazing journey in my life, certainly. I came not knowing where I was coming to. I didn't know anything about Rishikesh. I didn't know anything about Sattva Yoga Academy. I've been doing yoga for over 15 years. But when I arrived here, I started to realize that I was in a different place. And as we went on with the journeys, I discovered a totally different experience, which was very strong and very powerful, emotionally talking, that led us to going into ourselves in a different way. And the talks themselves, which I originally came for, the wisdom talks were just beautiful. I gotta say, I come from a Christian family where I had around me people very, very inspiring, and I withdrew from that. But I've been following up. I've heard some people very inspiring, very uplifted. But Anandji is someone that really amazes me. He's so humble and at the same time so deep, so powerful in his talking that I got more than I wanted. I was really, really uplifted by the journey here, in all of its way, in very different layers, and it's been a blissful journey for me. Non-spiritual yoga before. I've been doing different yogas, and one of them I'm still into is Bikram yoga, let's say hot yoga, not to use the word Bikram, which is very cardio, very powerful, which I do as a routine with other sport, like on a daily basis, every other day. But I knew nothing about Kriya, I knew nothing about pranayama, except for trying it once last summer in Thailand. And I knew nothing about what the experience could be, and that was a totally different world where breathing matters, and through breathing you go into a different state where you become more aware and more conscious, and it allows things to happen, which is totally, let's call it yoga or whatever, but it's a very, very different experience, which is so fulfilling, so amazing. I really loved it. It really moved me. I've gone through some really tough times last year. I feel sometimes like a rock, and to shake me, it takes really a lot of things. And I was taken to the ground. I was really, really shaken badly, without going into details. And it became a grace in the sense that it allowed me to start growing even more, to search into myself, peace, serenity, and how to turn the tough experience and the adversity into a grace. But I was left without a clue on how to move ahead, and coming here has given me so much. I've learned about the Sattva practice, which is really beautiful in itself and really uplifting. I've met amazing people. I've met so advanced and so advanced and conscious person, and that makes a change. I know I've built up some wonderful friendships and sharing with people. So I've got many things ahead of me. I've shared with people who are telling me experiences they've done in different places like silent retreats. So I'm coming back home with clues on what I can do next and how I can further progress. And of course, in my journey, I will be coming back here because it's a wonderful experience. If I understand you well, Samara, there's a lot of limiting beliefs, and I work on them on different ways. Um, Here, the wisdom talk, the Himalayan wisdom, answered many of my questions, opened up my understanding of things, and altogether with the practice, the journeys more specifically, but also the practice we did in the afternoon, I was able to go deeper into myself and just get rid of some of those limiting beliefs, really get more with my inner self. And this feels really beautiful. I feel transformed. I feel really, really changed. Of course, tomorrow is going to be back into a sort of daily life, even though my life is not a routine at all. But I'm provided with some tools that will definitely help me go further up. So a lot of things broke up, a lot of limitation belief broke up, and I just got rid of them. And I'm so happy for that.
Tell us something about what you do.
About what?
What you do.
Okay. There are serial killers around. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so it's a lot better. I don't kill anyone, I just create companies. And I loved it. And my last project, I had 14 companies over time in different countries. My last project is about setting up an international French-speaking network of freelancers, consultants, and experts in different places from Quebec, from French Canada to New Caledonia. And I have a mission beside of that. There's, of course, the first mission is to put people into touch, so freelancers can get jobs in company as remote workers mostly. But there's also a mission there for me where I will provide jobs to people who don't often have jobs in places like Africa, Madagascar, Mauritius, or Northern Africa. And we have so many people crossing the Mediterranean in drastic conditions to try to find a job in Europe where they have the skills and the ability to work from home. The world is changing, and I had this idea and this project before COVID happened, when I was doing something which is really kicking my ass. I love it. It's what I call walk and work. I put my laptop in my backpack and I just go on for 100 kilometers and so on. I hope to do 500K in April. And that came to my mind. One day I was walking and wondering what I should be doing, and I always had the need to find more skills speaking French, and it was always difficult to find people in different places. And I've probably hired over 150 people over time, and most of the time I didn't know who to look for and how to look for. And the second mission is also to provide a more equal world where people in developing countries get better wage, get a more decent living conditions. So there's a mission behind that, and this is only the beginning of the mission. I see and I can foresee more things coming in the future, but that's what I do now. As I said before, I thought I was a rock until I just stumbled down. But I had some inner serenity, and I have some fight, and I have some power just to stand up on my feet again. But embodying, am I saying that correctly? Embodying Dharma helped me to further understand how to be at peace, how to go through the pain and use this pain and transform this pain. I mentioned grace before, but transform it in a way where I really grow. There's so much, it was so intense during those days that I have to go through my notes again. I have to step up and just let it build within me. But I feel that I got exactly the message I needed to hear. And what I heard during the satsang, during the wisdom talks, is really answering the questions I had consciously or not. And it's going to be the ground for going a lot further. This place is beautiful when it's not too cold. So when we arrived, this is amazing actually, when we arrived, I was here around the 8th of February. It felt a little bit cold. I'm coming from a place where we have a warm weather, which is a little bit too warm for wintertime presently. And I got cold at first. But I ended up saying, fine, we're cold. I'm going to enjoy the place as it is. And it's become so much warmer. And the food's beautiful. I'm vegan at home. And the food has been just beautiful. And the people are just so nice. And I tell you, I did a beautiful hike. I love hiking. And one day I decided, we had some time off. I decided to go up the mountain, and it goes up and up and up. And it never stops. And you really go up. And I did 18 kilometers in the hill. And I ended up passing by an Angie's meditation place, meditation tree, which was, wow, I thought I would get there. And that was really nice. And on that day, I felt, this is very personal, I love India. Thank God for creating India, because India has so much spirit, so much spirituality. But we don't have in Europe the same way. And this is a very nourishing place in all the sense of the words. It's a fulfilling place. So thank you to everyone here. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to Anand for his humbleness, for his love, gift of love, his deep wisdom. He's the master I wanted to meet. He really inspires me. And he's a wonderful guy. That's a word I used at first, but he's a master first. Thank you.